I've been pretty heavily dosed with a large amount of acid, and I had pretty much fried my brain. And I was sitting alone outside, had hardly any cell phone connection, and tried to call everybody in my family, and nobody answered. And I finally got through to my dad and said, I think I need help. I don't know what I'm doing. I just feel like it's going to keep getting worse. And he said, good luck, and hung up.
I had nothing but good dreams about my mom since she's passed away. Great dreams that I would share with people, my brother and my dad. And this dream in particular, she's digging a grave. And I'm holding a shovel looking at her dig this grave.
If I felt like I wasn't being a good husband, I would just throw some money at it. So it would be a temporary fix. And I started realizing that these moments of me trying to seek happiness with my wife was also relating to the happiness that I was experiencing with my career. And that happiness is just it's a temporary satisfaction.
I was applying a lot of conditions, to my wife, and not really treating her with unconditional love, and that had caused, some distance and intimacy and things like that.
And I was just kind of at the end of my rope. I had really had a lot of troubles with drugs. I had a lot of trouble with money and drugs, and I was selling them. I was doing everything to stay in drugs. So one day I didn't go to work, because I was hungover. And my boss called me, and he told me to come in a couple of days. And when I went in, he terminated my employment.
My ex-mother-in-law asked me if I would be interested in getting full custody of my daughter. I said, of course I would love to. It's been really hard with my ex-wife to see my daughter. We had to get the police involved a couple times. She was brought down to the district attorney's office because she was violating the court order and not letting me see my daughter.
I never really gave God too much thought, but I had a son in high school, and I didn't really want him to grow up with the same morals and values that I had, so I thought that church would be a good way to teach him what I wasn't really taught as a child.
I was in church on a Sunday, and the priest kicked me out of church. I think he said I was a bad seed, and I was going to hell, actually. And so at that point in my life, I realized here's a priest, a Catholic church. I kind of looked at them as like they had the red phone to God. Basically, they were God's emissary, and if he was saying that was pretty much my fate. So I decided at that point in time that if I was going to go in style.
My brother, about 5 years ago now, he got involved with a cult. It wasn't, they're a Christian-based cult, but their values are skewed. And they turned him against our family.
More than 5 years ago now, my wife lovingly told me that her plan was to leave when our youngest daughter was going to college. That gave me a heads up, thank God, to really assess what I wanted and who I wanted to be as a man.
I had some real look yourself in the mirror moments and figure out who you were as a person. My wife sat me down. I knew there was something missing. I knew through our intimacy, our sexual intimacy, I knew through the father that I was to her children that something was missing.